Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Angel and today we're going to be doing a reading fantasy series for a week, or actually more just like fantasy books for a week, and more importantly like ones I'm really excited for. Really cold in my living room, so I'm just like I'm bundled up in a blanket right now, so like this is the look I guess. I'm going to be pretty late on a Monday night. It's like 8:30 I think, so we're starting a bit late. I'll go off and say this is a highly ambitious weekly TBR because I'm trying to film this for like Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday maybe. These are like thickies of books, so who doesn't actually read all three of these? That is the plan. These are like my big ones I have on my October TBR still. I have one reread, then one other book I would still have to get to, but it's only 21st today, so if I read these all this week, I'll be like golden to finish off these strong for October, you know? The first one is Chain of Iron. This is the second book in the Last Hours trilogy by Cassandra Clare, and I'm already about 100 pages into this. I'm 102 pages. I'm on chapter 5. I started this like 2-3 days ago and I don't think I've picked it back up since. It's not that it wasn't good, it's just that I've like been, not even like a reading slump, just like whenever I should be reading at night, like typically I read in the morning when I wake up to like start my day off good, and then I read like at night before I go to bed. I've been on my phone both those times and I need to stop. I'm pretty sure my screen time is astronomical lately. So I'm really challenge myself to read for like at least an hour, if not more, before bed tonight. Try to get a good chunk of this, like at least like reach like maybe like a third. That'd be pretty cool. It's good because I have it here, ebook and audiobook from Libby. They all really pulled through, and same with the next one too. I do have the audiobook and the book of An Ember in the Ashes as well. This is a fantasy series I've always wanted to read, but if you guys know the old covers before they did these like new ones, had people on the cover and I despised them, and so I never picked it up because of that reason. If you guys know, I'm a hater to my core. It was the same thing with Throne of Glass. I didn't read Throne of Glass until I came out with the new covers, because even though like now I have like an appreciation for the OG covers, I didn't like there was people on them. I like that like Selena was on them. But so when I didn't know they revamped these covers until I saw this book in Sarah Crowley's one of her reading vlogs, and she was holding this book and I was like, hold on a second, that was the one that had the ugly cover before. So now I got the whole series. I'm really excited. I've been trying to be better about not buying the whole series before I read the first book. I've been doing really good, but this one I did cave and I bought the whole series first, only because I was doing it for my birthday and I had like the really good deal from Indigo, so I was like, might as well get them all. One that I'm very scared of, I do want to get into, is When the Moon Hatched, because this is just, I feel like I feel like it's just like the way the pages are ridiculous, because like it's not even like, it's like a 700 page book, not even. It's less than 700 pages, but it just looks ginormous. I know it's dragons, and while I enjoyed Fourth Wing, I feel like when I first read it, I was like, oh my god, it was a 5-star, because like I was like with the hype and I wanted to be like, oh my god, yes. Now that I look back on it, I haven't thought about it once since, and I haven't read Iron Flame and have like no desire to read it, so it's probably like a 4-star at best, maybe a 3.75 honestly. But I've heard really good things about this one. I know it is gonna be a series. I'm not sure when the next book's coming out, if there's even a plan for it yet, but I do this especially because Haley gifted this to me for my birthday and I want to read it so I can talk to her about it, because I know like she loves this book. It's one of her favorite books of the entire year so far, I believe. So that's a lot of big books, guys. The reason why I challenged this video to be like 5 or 6 days with the big books is because I do want to challenge myself to actually be reading more again, because I've been really slacking and reading like about like 50 pages on average a day. So when I typically do dedicate the time to reading every single day, like the half hour in the morning minimum, at least hour at night, then typically I'm picking up my book at least some point in between. So I feel like I need to be doing better. I fear we need to pick up the pace here, because I didn't really read at all yesterday after reading that, and now it is 10:30 at night on a Tuesday. I've read 2 chapters of my book today, from page 102 to 141. That's all I've read. And you guys see how thick this is. It's gonna be a bit of an issue, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to read another 700 page book this week and like a 500 one as well. But I have a good excuse. It was Dancing with the Stars night. Okay? Listen, it was Disney night on Dancing with the Stars. I was busy. I was booked and busy, okay? But I'm gonna try to read for like an hour now. I don't know. I'm so tired. I'm getting a little bit delirious, but I do work the later shift tomorrow, so I can afford a little bit more sleep in the morning, so I have a little bit more time to like lie down and rest before I go to work. I still wake up at like 6:30 every day. I don't start till 9:15, so I will like get ready. My boyfriend heads out at like 7:15, and I'll like have like over an hour and a half to pretty much like lying back in bed before I leave for work. If I was smart, I'd read during that time too, but who knows. Anyways, I'm still really enjoying this. The past 2 chapters are actually really good in this book. It's all I've read so far. I can really update you on. But I'm really enjoying it. My goal is like if I could read like 100 more pages tonight, if I could get to like chapter 12, this looks good, like here. I should read more than that though. But I'd be happy with that. I'd be content with that, because I've really been struggling with sitting and reading and focusing and not being on my phone. So I'm gonna put that bad boy away and try to read this. So you wish me luck, guys. I'm bad at this. next morning. I'm in the exact same spot, but it's because I just kind of got my life together. I did try to one-up myself and read to chapter 13 last night. I finished chapter 12, I got chapter 12 and I was like, you know what, let's do one more, just like outdo what I said. But then I think I fell asleep 12 like 3 times trying to read that chapter, and I'm not sure I absorbed a single thing. So we are gonna go back and reread chapter 12. I made it to page 265, which is pretty good. I'm hoping today I can get almost finished, especially because I don't work tonight. So if I can read like 250 pages, that'd be golden. Plus, honestly, plus. But yeah, I have about an hour of just like me time, lying down time before I go to work today. I did make my little iced latte at home. There's some salted caramel and some vanilla in here, so I'm excited for that. I'm going to read that, wake myself up, and keep going with this, and hopefully I understand chapter 12. Excited the first time. Alright friends, it is like just before 10 o'clock on Wednesday night, and I actually did really good today. I went from page, I think I started on chapter 12, I said is where I was rereading from. So I've done all this today, which I think is really good. It was over 200 pages so far, so pop off queen. I do have about like 200 more pages left to go, I think, like just under 200. I kind of want to finish this tonight, to be honest. It's getting really good, really picking up, and also just like thinking about how it's already Wednesday and these are like my 2 days off this week, and I still have another like 600 page book to read and like a 700 page book to read in this vlog, hopefully. We need to get going, so I think I should keep reading this. I don't really have many plans except for finishing off. I'm making these like pumpkin cheesecake balls. We did this thing at my work called Treat of the Week, where like every Friday somebody brings in like a treat for everybody to have in the morning. And so I'm making it's on Friday, so I'm making pumpkin cheesecake balls tonight that I'm gonna have in the fridge ready to go, and then tomorrow I'm gonna make an apple crumble as well. Just have like some variety of choices that look very like fall autumn-esque. I tried a little bit of like it's not like batter, I guess, but I tried a little bit of it and it's so good. And so it's just in the fridge right now setting, and then I have to roll into the balls and like melt the chocolate on top, so that'll probably take like 20 minutes or so. But I listen to my audiobook while I do that, and then I'm just gonna keep reading. I've been really in a roll today. I've been really good about putting my phone down and reading. I'm so proud of myself. So we're just gonna keep going. But I love this world. I love these characters. I just get so immersed in Cassandra Clare's writing, and I'm so excited. Like, I'm heartbroken to almost be done with her like series she has out currently. But then also I think about like going back and rereading them and annotating them, and I get so excited because now that I'm an annotating girly, I've annotated one book. I'm like, this is it. This is it. So yeah. Alright friends, it's Thursday morning, and I did finish Chain of Iron last night. I think I got to about like 100 pages left, and I was like, I just can't put it down now. We have to read it. We have to read it through to the end. I'm like so sad that this universe is almost over. Like I said, I can barely give any like info with this book without spoiling things because these series are so interconnected. But pretty much this series is about like the children of the Infernal Devices and like everything they're going through now. And it's just, it was so good. It makes me so sad there's only one more Cassandra Clare book like in a series that's out now. I'm like, what am I gonna do for this, guys? This is brutal. Then I decided to be a little overachiever and sit down and just start A Number in the Ashes. I didn't get very far. I started a couple chapters on Kobo. I think we're up to chapter 5. Don't bash me for not knowing Roman numerals well, but I really don't. Which one is this? Oh, I fell asleep halfway through a chapter. Don't you love when that happens? I didn't realize I did that. Yes, it's in this one. So I'm on page 24. I got really far in, but I do this on audiobook and ebook. So I'm just gonna listen to audiobook while I'm driving to and from work, and then hopefully get really close to finishing this tonight. Honestly, I'm kind of like on a roll now, and I just want to bump one out, so I can hopefully still get When the Moon Hatched in this vlog. I'm not sure we can, but that's the goal. Also, friends, I'm really excited to go to work today. It is ECE Appreciation Day. Here's your reminder that ECs are worth more. They deserve more. So my work always goes like full out for us. They are amazing. They like spoil us. It is always so much fun. I've only been there like full-time for one of them, but last year was great. I'm not a certified ECE yet. I'm looking to get my certification next year. I just work in a childcare setting, but these men and women are so incredible, and so I'm so excited to celebrate them today. So let us go to work. Also, after the daycare today, I am at the dance studio, so I'll be home till a bit later, but alas, the reading will get done, don't worry. All right, friends, it is almost like 10:30 on Thursday night. Also, let's touch base, but what I've accomplished today so far. I'm on page 87 of this book, which honestly, like for the day I've had, isn't too bad. Like, so I was on page like 24 this morning, so I've read about like 60 pages, not bad. I plan on reading a good more chunk tonight. All those 60 pages I read today were via audiobook. I read them to and from going from first job, like going to my job, coming back. I had a really fun day at work today because it was EC Appreciation Day. I played this like really cool game where kind of like all of our, like we got a bunch of like little gifts that were based on like our coworkers' favorite things. We got to like guess and like learn more about each other, which was a lot of fun. It's always just such a fun day. And so I went from there to the dance studio. It was like the last week of teaching before Halloween because obviously Halloween is on Thursday this year. So I'm not going to teach on a Thursday when it's Halloween. It's like for my older kids, we made some Halloween dances. We had a lot of fun with that. My shirt is looking disgusting. So then I came home and I baked and I don't know how to act in the kitchen. One thing, if you guys know me, if I bake or cook, I'm gonna be wearing it. If I eat, I'm gonna be wearing it. If I do dishes, I'm gonna be soaked with water. Like I get in the kitchen and I don't know how to act. So I'm currently caked in this, like a combination of like flour, melted white chocolate, who knows. But anyways, while I baked, I also listened to the audiobook of this. Pretty much in this book, it's kind of giving like every YA dystopian series. I'm not sure if it's actually dystopian or fantasy. I'm getting more dystopian vibes though, and I thought it was a fantasy at first, but it could be a little bit of both. Pretty much her brother was taken by like the Empire, who's like, I guess you call like the big bad in this world. The rebels promise to like, if she helps them, they'll like rescue her. So she's trying to work with the rebels. And their other main character is Elias. And Elias is like one of like the top students at the school for the Empire. I think actually you saw, I'm not sure I understood it right, but I think it's actually his mother is like one of the head people there. And he's actually like secretly against it, trying to run away, not liking how they do things. And obviously there's been like very, very little crossover so far between the two characters. It kind of like it has just been starting recently. It's dual POV, which I love. And I really hope they continue the dual POV as we go along with the series, because I normally really do enjoy that in like any series. I like to have like both points of view. I'm nosy, I want to know what you're thinking. So back to my little day at work today, because obviously it reminds me of this, like what I do, obviously. But for my little gift people got about me that they had to guess was about me, was like an Indigo gift card, and it was just like that they love books. And over half the people I worked with guessed me right away. And anybody else who didn't guess me was kind of led astray, or there's multiple people that could have been. But I'm really happy that I'm known for that. People love me for books, thank you. Angel's Book Corner, get with it. But we're gonna keep reading this tonight. Like I said, it's already 10:30, so how much more reading I'm going to do realistically. I would love to read like at least for another half hour, if not longer. Because I'm not like overtly tired and I also don't have to work tomorrow night. But I am on the early shift tomorrow, so I should be like up and at 'em, not like lounging in bed like I was the past couple mornings. So maybe I should go to bed earlier tonight. So I'm thinking like maybe page like 150 is a good place to be, because I'll continue this vlog tomorrow and Saturday. I'm not definitely sure I could finish this book in like a day pretty much, but I definitely could get like a good chunk of the way through it because I don't have really any plans for this Saturday. Maybe I'll finish both these. Maybe I'll just go absolutely ham and pop off and finish all three. That'd be pretty iconic of me and help me with my TBR for October. So I'm so sidetracked. Also, for some reason, I don't know why, I can't if I love or hate the pages in this book. I feel like the margins are a little like, the pages go down really far. I'm not sure if that's just like me looking at it, but I feel like when I look at this, I feel like that goes like really far down the page. Am I wrong? Am I making that up in my head? I feel like that's like, I feel like that's very far down the page. I could be totally making that up, but I feel like the margins are kind of like throwing me off a little bit. So I'm not sure how much I'm gonna read the physical book, because I also have the ebook out too right now. I might read like a little bit of the physical book, just like for the vibes, and then switch over to the ebook. Anyways, I've rambled for way too long, so. Quite a bit to catch up on because I don't think I updated you guys at all yesterday, which was Friday. Today's Saturday. Pretty much yesterday I went ham because I really wanted to finish A Number in the Ashes before today so I could attempt to read When the Moon Hatched in a Day today. So I finished this. I think I read like the last 250 to 300 pages of this yesterday. I love the dual POV we had in like getting both of their sides of things. I really enjoyed it. I will say I think it's like a 3.75 to 4 star. I think I did like it. I feel like with the first series in a book, this was like a great base. I feel like I really enjoyed this, but I know obviously there's more to come and there's gonna be like way more layers and things we learn, things we add on, and the ending of this set it up really nicely for the second book. So I know it's gonna be like upwards from there, and so I think it's like a 4 star, but I'm hesitant to give it that high already. So I'll just say 4. I think it was a 4. And then you're like, oh my gosh, Angel, you look so cozy. Is it early in the morning? No. No, it's not. I made a mistake and I rotted today. Let me tell you real quick. As you guys know, I work 3 jobs. I always tell people, like, I work hard, but I'm also a lazy human being. And it's hilarious because, like, I'm very motivated and driven when it comes to, like, getting my stuff done in terms of, like, work. And then when I have days off, like, I feel like I just need to mentally recover. So my boyfriend still worked this morning. He's in the season where he works some overtime on the weekends on Saturday. So I got up with him, fell right back asleep till 10 o'clock, got up, like, was watching some YouTube, all stuff, just kind of rotting the day away. And then I had a plan to start when the moon hatched. There was, have you guys seen that like thing for the Trump rally where it's like, I have concepts of a plan? That was me. And I don't know if I've like gaslit myself into thinking this, but I thought this book was on Kindle Unlimited. So I busted my Kindle, I was so ready to go. I'm like, it was probably like 11. I'm like, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna start. And then it wasn't on Kindle Unlimited, guys. I'm not sure if it's like just not in Canada, it's in the States. I don't know what it was, but I saw it was $14.99 and I was like, I don't want to hold the book. I just put it down. I just forgot about it for like a couple hours. And I really started reading it about an hour and a bit ago. Very like on and off. So let me check my Kindle currently for the exact time for you guys and give you guys a good like representation of where we're at. It is currently 5:10 and I am 97 pages into this book when the goal was to read the entire thing today. Listen, things happened. I think there's honestly a chance there's like, I have less than like 600 pages left. That's like, with me reading 120 pages an hour, I can still finish this tonight. I definitely can. Will I with how I've been doing today? I don't know. It was my faith finishing off like early tomorrow morning and then posting that video still like a day late. But just a couple things on the book. I thought this was a good place to update because I just want to say, first of all, this book is like very nice to look at though. Like, honestly, it sounds like stupid, but like the chapters, if I like hold this page, I hold this page. Like the chapters look very nice in my opinion, like that little illustration. And then also there's just like spots in the book that I feel like, this is what I'm talking about, where like it helps me read quicker. It is kind of like Caraval, where there's like some pages where it's like huge like graphics like this, not stuff that take up like a decent amount of space. So like even this one just has like a small one on it. So I do think I can read it like a little bit faster potentially. Maybe. Also, this was a good place to stop because this is the first time our chapter preview was changing. We're going to, I'm guessing this is we're going to like our male main character, I'm guessing. I love how the author put like a thick glossary in the front of the book, but also I'm like, that is like so crazy to go back every so often. But some things that definitely stuck with me. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm reading quite yet, if I'm being 100% honest. My thing with fantasy books, if I'm confused, just keep going because things are gonna make sense eventually. It's what I typically do. I know there's like 3 parts of this world and like each part is like a different dragon that is there and they have like different characteristics, all that stuff and different names. I know that part. I understand that. That's great. I know there's like 5 original like god creators. Cool. I'm just here for vibes at the moment. I am enjoying what I'm reading though. Like that. Like it's nice to read. It flows well. Am I fully comprehending it? Maybe not quite yet. We will get there. But yeah, I'm gonna go just try to power this out. No promises. I would love to I would love to just slam this out in the next 6-7 hours before I go to bed. With how my track record of reading has gone so far today, considering I've been awake for nearly 11 hours and read 97 pages, I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but we'll try. We had no plans for tonight. That just changed a little bit. I'm actually going to bingo. It's like my random thing I do every once in a while. Pretty much like my friend's mom had messaged, was like, hey, do you want to go tonight? And I was like, yeah, kind of do. So all 3 of us are gonna go. And I shouldn't go to the house at all today. I think it'd be nice to go to the house and go have some fun. Because I think dabbing numbers on bingo cards is fun. Don't come out. As for the book, I was going so well and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna finish this by like, you know, 10:30, 11. But now as I'm going out, that's not gonna happen because we're heading out now. It's like just before 9 o'clock and I'm on page 440. So I have about like 280 pages left to read. And I'm not gonna be back till like midnight. So there's a chance I can listen to some on my audiobook and try to do some of it that way, like driving to and from, maybe between games. I'm not sure. But if not, I'll be reading until about 2 a.m. when I get home. So I'm still committed to finishing this tonight. Might be a little bit later than we're expecting though. I'm really enjoying it so far. I find this little diary entry is really interesting right now. Like in between some of the chapters, I'm liking how we're getting a couple different POVs. A female main character just gives off like bad B mentality. It's like my favorite thing ever to read about. And I always read these worlds and I think I would like do so well in a fantasy world. And I'm delusional because I'd be the one crying and literally just like hiding or already dead. That'd be me. But I love seeing a boss woman navigate this and I'm really enjoying it. So I will finish it when I get back. Tonight will be a late night, but I'm gonna go dab some numbers and have some coffee. So that's where we're at. Friends, we're gonna keep this outro short and sweet because I am tired, but I did successfully finish When the Moon Hatched last night. I think I finished around 1:45 or so. It was a grind to the finish, but I did do it. And this one was kind of a fever dream, like in the best way possible. I would say, I'm not sure it's quite a 5-star for me. It was so close. I'd say it's like a 4.5 to 4.75. I actually wish we saw like a little bit more of Khan's POV in this book. I felt like obviously it was very dominant on Rave, but this book was a banger, like in total. I think, I'm not sure like help or hinder that I read it all in a day. I think it was like a lot of info to process. Maybe if I'd taken a little bit slower, I wouldn't have been like as confused at some parts, but we live and we learn. I might redo a little reread of this, maybe do some annotating. I think I saw book 2 is gonna be out like in October of next year, so that's a long gap I have till then. So I'll probably read this like maybe the next couple months, a little reread, get ready for that one. But I really enjoyed this. All in all, I don't want to say I'm like completely over this slump, but I kind of do because I just read like almost 17 to 1800 pages in 6 days. So like, who am I? Overall, if I had to rate these, I think they would go in this order. I think there's like a 3.75 to 4-star, a 4.5 to 4.75, and a 4.75 to 5-star. So I had a great week. I can't believe Shadowhunters is almost done. I have one more book left. I just pulled it from my November TBR, so I'll be reading that next month. Spoiler, because the video's not out yet. But as always, you guys like today's vlog, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm also at TikTok, Angel's Book Corner, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.